All right. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Money Compass podcast. You have come to the right place if you're looking for critical advice on ways to help guide your direction toward a healthy financial future. I'm your host, Christina Pullman with Penn State Extension. I'm an extension educator leading our statewide financial and health insurance literacy efforts. And I'm being joined today by my co-host, Brady Ward. Brady, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Brady Ward, and I am a sophomore here at University Park, and I am a finance and accounting major, and I work at the Penn State Sockler Miller Family Financial and Life Skills Center.
Great. Thank you, Brady. Today, our topic is simplifying health insurance. Our goal for today is to help you feel comfortable about exploring health insurance and determining how to choose the right plan, whether it's for uh, you're juggling multiple jobs, maybe you're looking to protect your family, or maybe you're a farmer or small business owner. We want it to set you on the right path to financial wellness. So we want you to sit back, relax, enjoy as we share the best practices in health insurance coverage. We have our guest today with experience in the health insurance fields. We have Jackie and Scott with us today, and I'm going to ask them to share a little bit about themselves. Jackie, we'll start with you.
Hi, thanks, Chrissy. My name is Jacque Zitzelberger, and I am one of the co-leaders for the Family Wellbeing Group. And we have been offering health insurance programs probably for the last year and a half. And we've just found it to be very helpful for the general public and also for the farming communities. So thank you for inviting me today.
Thank you. Scott?
Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for the privilege of your time today. My name's Scott Yeager. I work for the Pennsylvania Health Insurance Exchange Authority. That's a mouthful. We're Pennie. PENN is Pennsylvania, I is insurance, E is exchange. And as someone who literally rolls out of bed every morning and thinks about how we can, as a Commonwealth, as the state of Pennsylvania, protect more farmers, protect more small business owners, protect more people here in 2025. That's really where I can help provide some information and resources for you. So, again, thank you for having me here today.
Well, thank you both for joining us. I am going to turn this over to Brady now, who is going to take us through our discussion.
Yes, thank you so much, Chrissy. So, Jackie, let's start with you. And can you answer this first question and explain how health insurance protects individuals from unexpected medical costs?
Yeah, thanks, Brady. I think what our program really tries to emphasize is the importance that all individuals really need to see health insurance as a protection plan and protection from high costs and expenses and even possible bankruptcy. It's one of those things that I think in the past people thought that it could be an option. You didn't really, maybe you could pay as you went along because you were healthy at the time. But, we expense, health expenses and medical expenses are very high now. And it's unrealistic to be thinking that you might have enough in a savings to be able to support yourself.
So, can you more elaborate on how this health insurance can bring peace of mind to family and farmers?
Uh, Farmers have a very high rate of injury, and so probably more so than most professions. And to think that you can go without health insurance to have that coverage, you have such an investment in your business. That farming business, you have so much money in equipment and your land, and that could be in jeopardy if you don't have health insurance coverages, because you could have one incident of a tractor rollover and get seriously hurt. and you could end up with thousands of dollars in expenses. And then, your family may not be able to afford to pay those expenses off. So it's something that, we encourage farm families and farmers to think of this as just a part of your business plan.
Yeah, those are some really interesting points. Thank you so much, Jackie. And Scott, we're going to move to you for the next few questions. So, what key factors should people consider when comparing different health insurance plans for individuals, families, and farmers?
Yeah, Brady, that is an excellent question. And just to sort of parallel on everything that Jackie has mentioned up to this point, right now in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, we have 706,000 uninsured here in Pennsylvania. And let me quantify this a bit further for all of you. What do we know about the uninsured in Pennsylvania? Well, number one, the vast majority of them, about 34%, are age 26 to 34. They're young folk. What else do we know about them? They're educated at a high school level or they possess a college degree. They're smart. They also work full time. 22% of them work full time here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, many of which work within small businesses, agribusinesses, industry sectors here in Pennsylvania that the employer doesn't necessarily provide access to group health benefits. But again, the decision is, well, I know I need it, but can I afford it? And that's the major question that we're wrestling with, Brady, is the question of I know I need it, but can I afford it? And back to Jackie's points that she made, the important thing for agribusiness farmers, for small business owners here in Pennsylvania to recognize is the fact that you do have affordable, accessible, highly comprehensive health insurance because let's face it, and I'm sure there are many here in the audience who will say, yes, in the past I've purchased health insurance or I've had health insurance through an employer and it's been great, good, and fine up until the time I had to use it. And then I got a bill for thousands and thousands of dollars, not knowing that the health insurance that I had was actually comprehensive. It would protect me and my family. So, to your point, Brady, one of the biggest concerns that farmers, that agribusiness owners, that small business owners here in Pennsylvania need to take into consideration is how important from a financial, again, when we think of health insurance, we think of protecting our health, our well-being, that of our family, etc. But at the end of the day, it's financial protection for our individual health, our family's health and well-being, our farm, our business, oh yeah, and the employees that we hire.
Yeah, that's really interesting as well. So it's not just yourself that you have to worry about a lot of times, but your family, your employees as well, your farm, your equipment as well. So that's really interesting. So now could you explain some differences between premiums, deductibles, and out-of-pocket maximums, and why it's important to understand the coverage details of health insurance plans?
Yeah, Brady. When it comes to health insurance, the very first piece of sound advice I'm going to render to every single person viewing this podcast is number one, you need to realize that within the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, we have licensed professionals. They're called brokers, agents here in Pennsylvania. They are licensed through the Pennsylvania Department of Insurance, and they are the only individuals who can render a professional recommendation for you, for your family, for your employees, based upon the totality of circumstances with regard to health insurance. And let's not just stop there. Let's go into the fact that they can also advise you on your business insurance, your farm insurance, your homeowner's insurance, your auto insurance. Licensed brokers are an absolute gift here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and far too many small business owners, individuals in local communities do not leverage their licensed professionals, the brokers that hang a shingle on Main Street, right in their local community and say, hey, guess what? I'm here to help you protect what matters most to you. So that's number one. Number two, we want to make sure that agribusiness owners, farmers, small business owners here in Pennsylvania know that from a health care perspective, they have options. It's not just about selecting a one-size-fits-all group plan for their employees or for their family, etc. Here in Pennsylvania, we're blessed. We have a marketplace, Pennie. We have off-market options, which are available carrier direct, UPMC, Highmark, Capital Blue Cross, Independence Blue Cross, Oscar, Aetna, Humana, United, the list goes on. But to your question, when it comes down to industry terms, the one thing that I can mention to every single person on this podcast is there is no one size fits all with regard to health insurance. When it comes to deductibles, what's a deductible? A deductible is what you, as a consumer, say to your health insurance carrier, this is what I'm willing to pay. Whether it's $100, $1,000, $2,000, this is what I am willing to pay to protect myself, whether it's your car, your house, your health. It's all the same. It's all relevant. Okay. After that deductible is met, your insurance company will start to kick in and start to protect you because that's their goal. That's their job. That's what you've hired them to do. And you need to think about that business relationship in that manner. Now, when it comes to premiums, premiums are what you pay to be a member of that insurance carrier's plan, whether it's a health insurance plan, whether it's an auto insurance, farm insurance, etc. That's what you pay each month to participate in that plan. So hopefully that helps, Brady.
Yeah, that was really some really in-depth information, and I really appreciate that. So now going to the next question, what is some basic information now that someone wants to get health insurance? What's some basic information someone should gather before choosing a health insurance plan?
No, Brady, that is a very good question because just like anything else, and when I say anything else, I'm talking about someone purchasing insurance for their farm, insurance for their business, insurance for their home, insurance for their automobiles, their equipment, etc. The first thing you want to do with regard to health insurance is take into consideration, what do I need as an individual in terms of coverage, care, access to specific health insurance systems or health carrier systems, prescription medications, maintenance medications, etc. But then things expand. They go beyond the individual to, well, what about me and my spouse? What about me and my spouse and my children? What do we as a family need? So you want to take that into consideration as well. An important factor in all that is, again, not all health insurance plans are created equal. So you want to make sure that the plan, as a farmer, as a business owner, as someone who employs other, you want to make sure that the plan you select is appropriate for the needs of, yes, you as an individual, yes, you as someone who may be married, yes, you as someone who may have dependents, but from a business perspective, you also want to separate that and take a look and say, okay, I'm protected. Are my employees protected?
Thank you so much, Scott. That was really interesting, and definitely sit down with your family, making sure you're covered with what you value, and taking time to survey options, not just one, because you're not limited to just one option. So thank you so much. And Jackie, we're going to turn to you for this last question. So what resources are available to help individuals make informed health insurance decisions for individuals, families, and farmers?
Thanks, Brady. Well, one thing that we do want to mention again is that Penn State Extension is offering webinars on health insurance. And so we have a series, and it goes from the basics all the way to we talk about Medicare and health insurance for small businesses and farmers. So we do cover that. That will be available. You can check our website at extension.psu.edu. And if you put health insurance in there, then that will pop up. But I'll turn this over to Scott because Pennie is a wonderful resource that you can go to. They're available to actually sit down and have a conversation with you if you have a lot of questions about insurance and what would be best for you. And also he'll tell you a little bit about how you can get that supplemented. So Scott, why don't you tell us a little bit more about Pennie and how people can contact you and get additional services.
Sure, Jackie, and I appreciate that. Here's where Pennie comes in. Pennie is a marketplace here in Pennsylvania. We are a state agency. Are we government insurance? No, not never in that order. We are not government insurance. We're private insurance sold through a government marketplace. So, who are the companies that sell their insurance through Pennie? Oh, I'm sure you'll know a few of these. UPMC, Highmark, Geisinger, Capital Blue Cross, Independence Blue Cross, the list goes on. And it's not just health insurance, it's dental insurance. But as a state-based marketplace, here's where we can really help the farmer, the agribusiness owner, the individual who's trying to help their employees who are really good hands, who are really good workers, get to a place where they and their families are protected. As a marketplace, not only do we provide access to high quality, comprehensive health and dental insurance, we also provide financial assistance. Now, as soon as I say financial assistance, people are like, oh my goodness, it's a program. No, we're not a program. The financial assistance that comes to Pennie customers by way of Pennsylvania's marketplace is a federal premium tax credit that's reconciled with the IRS. You're not reconciling your tax credits through Pennie. We're saying, hey, guess what? If you need coverage and you need affordable coverage with a monthly premium that your employees can afford, well, we're an option. We're an alternative to traditional group health insurance here in Pennsylvania. And we pride ourselves in that. And one last thing I do want to mention, Jackie, that we kind of sort of avoided in this conversation is helping individuals who are entering an incredibly important time for all Pennsylvania residents. And that's when you hit that magic age of 65 and you get to the point where you're aging into Medicare and Medicare options. In addition to the Department of Human Services, in addition to Pennie, in addition to the other resources that are available for those of you who, and maybe it's not you, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a neighbor, who are aging into Medicare and Medicare options. That's a creature unto itself. But the good news is that through PA Medi counselors in all 67 counties here in Pennsylvania, and that's, you can actually Google it. It's capital PA, capital MEDI, PA Medi counselors. They're unbiased. They specialize in Medicare and Medicare options counseling for consumers here in Pennsylvania. And their goal is real simple. We want you in a better place because you deserve it. You've earned it. So, with that being said, I'm going to throw things back over, but hopefully that helps.
Thank you so much, Scott, and thank you so much, Jackie. I'm going to hand it over back to Chrissy to wrap things up for this episode.
Thank you. Wow, that was really amazing. I learned a lot just listening, so we really appreciate your expertise, and we hope now that everyone is starting to feel confident about health insurance and how to find the right plans that fits the needs of your lifestyle. And we learned today it is wise to start seeing this as an investment that provides protection and brings peace of mind. And we now know that there are plenty of resources out there, plenty of counselors, navigators to help us. So we encourage you to check out, Jackie mentioned already, Penn State Extension. We have lots to offer, not just on health insurance, but articles, webinars, workshops on many different topics to support you, your family, your business, your community. So again, that website is extension.psu.edu. Also, for our farmers, agribusinesses, farm families out there, be sure to check out Penn State's Agricultural Safety and Health newsletter. That can be found at our website as well. Brady, I'm going to let you share your website.
Yes, and make sure to visit the Sokola Miller Family Financial and Life Skills Center at financialliteracy.psu.edu for tons of amazing resources as well on debt management, budgeting, and investing and saving. So definitely check that out as well.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. Thank you very much to our guests. Please come visit us again on the next episode of The Money Compass.